Hey there, I'm attorney Peter Olson, managing partner, Chicago Family Law Group. For many years, when asked the question of what's the best approach to divorce or family law disputes, I've answered that question by saying you should use a mediator. And I still believe mediation is the best approach to divorce and family law disputes. That's why I'm so excited to announce that Chicago Family Law Group is now offering divorce and family law mediation services with our very own family law attorney, Jessica Sindel, who's recently completed her 40-hour mediation skills training. So Chicago Family Law Group now offers the best approach to divorce and child custody disputes. So here are 4 reasons why you should choose mediation. Ready? First, let's answer this question. What is mediation? Just so we're clear on our definition, what we're talking about, okay? Mediation simply is a dispute or problem-solving process where a neutral third party is going to help you, the parties, and a family resolve conflict. Right? We, Jessica, are not your attorney in this role. Rather, we're the third-party neutral helping you resolve your divorce, helping you resolve your parenting dispute. That's mediation, right? Neutral third party versus court-imposed solution on you, your family, your children. That's what mediation is. It's not in the court, though I'll give you some caveats where it sort of is. But that's what mediation is. Now, why choose mediation? Ready? And I'll piggyback, and a lot of it has to do with the court process and a lot of the negatives of court process. And here are the 2 reasons why you should choose mediation. Number 1, you own the agreement and the terms are really specialized and personalized to your unique situation, right? Your living circumstances, the nature of the, you as a parent, you as a spouse, the unique needs of your children. You own the agreement in a very intimate way, and you can make the agreement very personalized to you. Whereas, right, the court process, the reality is you have judges dealing with, I think each Cook County judge deals with like 1,400 cases on their docket. Do you think you're getting personalized attention in that process? Well, rhetorically, or to answer it, no, you're not. So you're getting a personalized, individualized process in mediation. That's a reason to do it. The other negative about the court process, because I'm in it all the time, I was just in court this morning, it's slow, it's wasteful, it's stressful, and it's expensive. A court process where you have significant financial assets and minor children is a 2 or 3 year process. Mediation can and should be a 1 to 2 quarter process, right? 3 to 6 months versus 24 to 36 months, right? Time has value, right? Time absolutely has value. And, just the idea of getting certainty, getting rid of that unknown in 3 to 6 months versus 24 to 36 months is a big positive to mediation versus litigation, okay? So we talked about what mediation is. We talked about why choose mediation. Now, who should mediate? It's 2 primary groups of people, okay? First of all, it's people who they have not filed a divorce or child custody case yet. In other words, all you know is perhaps you want to get divorced, or you want to separate from your, the other parent or partner. And just knowing that, now you need to say, okay, we need to deal with these financial issues. We need to deal with these things related to our child or children. And we're going to choose this process outside of the court system that's better, personalized, and more efficient versus running to the courthouse and filing a case in the next week. That's one group of people who should mediate. People with significant financial disputes and or child-related disputes before underline you file a case. That's one group of people. The other group of people who should be using Chicago Family Law Group to mediate are people who are in the court system, because you know what? Every county in Illinois, and I'm going to talk specific to Cook County, Chicago, you're required to use a mediation process if you have disputes regarding what we used to call custody or significant decision-making authority for your children, or parenting time. In other words, if you have disputes regarding the two non-financial pieces of a case regarding children, you have to mediate. And in Cook County, there is a court sort of administered mediation program that has some negatives, though. And that's why, this is the other track of people who should really consider using our services. That process, when I refer somebody to that process, your case and your life and your child's life is basically paused for 4 months because of simply scheduling. That's a 4-month process just on scheduling minimum. When we set a mediation referral order, is what you call it, we're getting a mediation return date 90 to 120 days later. So that process is slow. And secondly, there's a lot of variability in the quality of that process. Now, I'm not going to paint the Cook County process, as totally negative in terms of their people, all negative. There's some great mediators in that program, but there's a wide variety. True client story, we had somebody say once their mediator fell asleep during one of their sessions. So who should mediate? It's people who are in that process where you have to mediate by court order, your case is in court and you have a dispute regarding your children. Or if you can avoid getting into court first, just choose mediation before you get in the court system. Choose mediation when you simply have decided to divorce or separate from a partner, somebody you have children with or shared financial assets. Who should not mediate? Just quickly, because we get these calls sometimes, a real simple uncontested divorce should not mediate. If there aren't significant assets financially, you don't have children, and you haven't been married for very long, honestly, you should do a simple uncontested divorce. And, our firm does those too, but mediation really isn't even necessary if the only thing you're fighting about is the fact that you're married and maybe, you're dividing a car or something like that. That is a situation where you should do a simple uncontested divorce, okay? So, what is mediation? Why choose mediation? Who should mediate? And let's just wrap with this. So what's next? First, talk to your spouse, significant other, partner about simply, let's do this process, mediation, versus the inefficient, wasteful, stressful, expensive court process. That's step one. Because even though you might disagree about a lot of things, get on the same page on this process, because it'll improve your post-separation, post-divorce life for both of you. It's a win-win to choose mediation versus coming down to the courthouse every 2 months for the next 36 months. So first, get on the same page with your spouse or significant other about choosing mediation. Second, contact our office and do sort of an initial intake, sort of discovery call to really, explain to us your unique and personal situation problems, and let's see if the mediation process in fact is right for you, and we're a good fit to help you solve your very personal problem. We're at 312-893-5888, or our website is familylawchicago.com. And then lastly, in terms of what's next, schedule your first 4-hour mediation block. The best practice in mediation are sort of 4-hour chunks where, the negotiating, the settlement, and such happen. So that's what's next, okay? Get on the same page with your significant other. Do an initial intake with our firm. Let's get that first 4-hour block scheduled so you can be that much closer to having your problem resolved. I'm going to wrap it there. We look forward to serving you with this new mediation service.